Coming up, with the economy still a mess, what does this mean for 2008 graduates trying to find a job?
And it's that time of the season. Find out where you can get your free flu shots.
Plus, Matt Jasinski gives a preview of the men's and women's basketball teams. Your news in 10 minutes starts now.
Go Rockets! University of Toledo.
That was Sarah Palin, the Republican vice presidential candidate.
She made a surprise visit to Toledo on Wednesday. Governor Palin was in town to take a tour of Zunlight. This company was founded by University of Toledo professor Dr. Zooming Dang. Zunlight is the manufacturer of flexible solar panels. Palin spoke to the crowd about the Republican platform's approach to energy problems and solutions. Governor Palin expects Ohio to be a major contributor of solar energy.
The last presidential election raised concerns about voting in Ohio. Some of the issues were mishandling of absentee and provisional ballots, long lines, and the reliability of voting machines. In 2005, an Ohio law was passed that allows citizens to cast an early vote. In Lucas County, the early voting location is in the EMS Training Center on Jefferson Avenue. The last day to vote early is Monday, November 3rd until 5 p.m. Lucas County Board of Elections employee Mary Mikesell says as of last week, nearly 60,000 have voted. December graduates are stepping into what economists are calling one of the worst job markets in decades. U.S. Department of Commerce statistics for the second quarter showed that corporate profits were down while corporate taxes went up. That usually means that companies have to tighten their belts and cut down on hiring. But Director of Career Services Beth Nicholson advises students to be flexible.
If people are willing to expand their options and look not only in Northwest Ohio, but look in different areas of the country.
Nicholson has some additional tips for graduating seniors. She says always be prepared and be able to verbalize your strengths, put together a professional resume, and practice your interview before you go in. To help your job search, stop by the Career Services office in the Student Union, or you can visit usnews.com, keyword Best Careers 2008.
Safety is always a concern on university campuses.
Reporter Phil Levering takes a closer look at how to keep your belongings safe.
College students just have too much to keep track of. Stereo systems, DVD players, and video games fill many dorm rooms. These items are stolen right from students' rooms each semester. However, the problem is not from a great effort from a thief, but oftentimes negligence on the part of a student. Many residents leave their doors open and create easy opportunities when they least expect it.
People can just come in and get their stuff stolen from their suite while they're in their room and playing their music or whatever, or even napping. Sometimes just make sure, like even tell your suite mates, please lock this door when you leave because I'm not going to be in this room.
Other types of theft on campus this semester comes right out of students' cars. UT police have been notified almost every week that at least one car has been broken into. Once again, the thieves just see what students leave out in plain sight. Cell phones and iPods are taken from vehicles that are sometimes even left on lock.
Some of the thefts are those that are opportunistic thefts where the vehicles have been unlocked. Big ticket items have been left laying out in plain sight in the cars.
Up to this point in the semester, there have been reports of 21 car break-ins in parking lots throughout campus. Now, UT police say that that's down from 30 up to this point last year. But they want to assure you that they're doing their job, but they would like you, the students, to do your job as well by keeping your things safe, locked up, and out of sight. For UT 10 News, I'm Phil Levering.
Have you started sniffling or coughing? Well, it's getting to be that time of year again for cold and flu season. UT Student Medical Center physician Dr. Hallisey says the flu season can start as early as December but changes each year. The Center for Disease and Control and Prevention recommends anyone who wants to reduce their chance of getting the flu to get vaccinated. The CDC also recommends other great health habits for prevention. Flu shots are available in the Student Medical Center by appointment only and are free to students, faculty, and staff.
All right, well, the good news is the weather for the next couple days won't really be cold, so let's take a look. It looks like we'll have partly cloudy skies for the next 4 days with temperatures in the high 50s and 60s. It's pretty perfect weather on election day, so get out there and vote. All right, Matt, what's coming up in sports?
Thanks, guys. I got a UT 10 sports exclusive with both the men's and women's basketball teams. We'll be back with that and more in 30 seconds.
Your UT bookstore wants to provide you with a wide selection of used textbooks for next semester. To do this, we need our campus community's cooperation. Faculty must commit to reusing a textbook as soon as possible. We encourage students to sell their used books back. Students will receive 50% of the original sale price for books being reused next semester.
The more used books, the more money you'll save next semester. Together, we can make lower textbook prices a reality.
Both the men's and women's basketball seasons start soon. This year, they have something in common: new coaches. The men have Coach Gene Cross calling the shots for the 2008-2009 season. Coach Cross comes to UT after serving as assistant coach at schools like Notre Dame and DePaul.
It's a little bit hotter when you move about 6 inches over, but it's good. It's good. I've coached under some very good coaches. I feel like I've learned a lot, and I'm constantly learning as well. But I've got really good assistants that have helped me transition myself here, and I feel like this is a good place to be.
The team is practicing in the rec center due to the construction at Savage Arena. Returning for the Rockets is leading MAC scorer Tyrone Kent and three-year veterans Jonathan Amos and Ridley Johnson. Coach Cross says he likes what he sees from the team so far, but there are still areas for improvement.
Our main goal is to get better every single day, and whether it's defensively or offensively, if we can make strides and improve every day, then I think that we're moving in the right direction.
The men open the season on the road against the ranked Florida Gators November 14th. On the other side of the ball, the Lady Rocket basketball team has Trisha Cullop at the reins. She leaves Evansville in Indiana, where she was the head coach for 8 years. The Lady Rockets have not had a winning season in the last 5 years. Cullop, who will no doubt be challenged to turn a young and struggling Lady Rockets team around.
I don't think age concerns me as much as just, I like the fact that even our younger players are strong. They're learning quickly, they're very coachable, and they've blended very well with our upperclassmen, so our team chemistry is very good.
Leading scorer from last year, Allie Clifton, will return for the Rockets and will be joined at the captain position by senior Jessie Campo and Tamika Mays, a transfer from IUPUI. The Lady Rockets opened their season against Arizona in the Hawaii Invitational.
All right, I think I'd like to go to that game.
I'd love to go too, but I'd rather be on the beach.
I would definitely go to Hawaii. We'll be back with more UT 10 news in a moment.
Some of the most progressive cities have the most vibrant cultures. Here at the University of Toledo, we've made it our goal to enhance our city's culture through the arts. That's why we work year-round to develop programs that bring theater, film, music, the visual arts, and more to our students and the community as a whole.
To learn more, visit utmatters.com.
This story could be a bit unnerving. After all, it is Halloween.
UT has a graveyard on campus with over 1,200 bodies buried there. Since 1888, deceased patients from the former Toledo Asylum for the Insane, now known as the Toledo State Hospital, were buried on the east side of the Health Science campus. The grave sites had no name, just a concrete marker stamped with a burial number. Over time, most of these have disappeared into the ground.
All that's left now are a couple of ponds in these two cemeteries that nobody even knows about.
A committee from the state hospital is working on getting historical markers and identifying all those bodies buried there.
Most of these people, if they would have been alive today and had the benefit of the treatments and the resources that are available today, would never have been admitted into the state hospital.
A UT geophysicist professor has volunteered his equipment and expertise to help locate the bodies. Well, that's it for us on this Halloween. If you have any stories or information you would like to share with us, please email us at ut10news@gmail.com.
And remember, you can always watch your news and sports in 10 minutes on YouTube. For Eric Henderson, Matt Jasinski, and all of our crew, have a great week.